Hello guys, and welcome to another Mad Chili video. Today, we're doing iRacing. I know it's been 2 months since my last video. I just haven't really had anything to record. I've still been flight simming, I've still been playing a little bit of iRacing, not as much. It's part of the reason this video is here. I've been back into iRacing a lot more than I have been in the previous weeks. This last week and a half, I did several races in the fixed Ferrari at Snetterton, won one of them, and got a couple of podiums. And Laguna Seca this week, same sort of story. I think I might have had like one podium, and I've been really enjoying it. I had 2 races earlier today. One of them was really good. Started from the back because I messed up quali, and then got up to about 7th, I think, or something. And the other race started 4th. Really good race, and then span on the last lap. I went down to about 7th. I still gained iRacing though, and safety rating stayed the same, so not bad. I've gained about 300 iRating in the last few weeks, so overall pretty good. My pace in the Ferrari GT3, I've been doing some more endurance events and things. It's gone up a lot, so I thought, you know what, let's do a video, because why not? Hopefully this race goes pretty well. We're car number 4, so we've got to be getting top 8 here, really. I'm not out here practicing just because I can do the intro to this video. Couple of names in here I recognise from the couple of races I've done this week. Some of them are very quick. I recognise them from other series, so it'll be interesting. Although, got some guys in here from Division 6, Division 7, Division 5, so that means that it won't all be full of really quick people. My best lap time round is about a 1 minute 27, no, 1 minute 21.7. In quali, it's a 1 minute 21.8. That was on my other one, so it doesn't save my best lap time. It's on my other account, other computer. But I only have one iRacing account. Anyway, let's get on with qualifying. Got crew chief running. Got to do 2 laps and then a 15-minute race. So let's get out there.
Clear. Watch the white line.
And see how it goes.
We've got 2 laps. Let's get this done.
Now, hopefully the audio will be okay. I've turned down the desktop audio, I think, since I last did an iRacing video, I think. So hopefully all the audio levels are okay. Right, let's get out there. I'm not going to talk too much during the qualifying laps. I often find it makes me not concentrate and then crash or mess up. Now, this first lap, you know, since I last did a GT3 race, I think they've redone the GT3 tyres. I think my last video was when this car came out. So maybe the new tyres, I think the new tyres actually might have been in then. But they do take a lot longer to warm up than they used to. So it's a good idea to do a little bit of weaving, nice and quick. And then the aim will be to kind of get a top 5 on the grid. If you can get top 5, it kind of stay out of all the chaos then that happens lower down the grid on the start. Much higher chance of you making it to the end of the race. Obviously, carnage can still happen at the front. But my safety rating, doing all these short races, my safety rating has suffered a bit. So I would like to have a nice clean race. Now we're going to slow down a bit here. Have a good start. Let's go for it. Good exit out the final turn, and off we go for a lap of Laguna Seca. Oh, not brilliant through there. Okay, now this best lap time is from earlier in the week, so my best lap time should be a bit better than this, than the delta that's at the top. Because track temperature in this series is fixed, so generally lap times remain the same no matter what session you're in. Oh, not brilliant through there. This is the first lap, so the tyres will still be warming up. The second lap is usually the better one. Now, since I last went round Laguna Seca, they have got rid of that off-track zone there since my last... Actually, not since my last time, it was the time before that, but they fixed that.
24.
It's a lot better now, I think. Right, that's not a bad lap, but certainly I know I can do better. Although I've messed up the first turn again. I'm trying to brake a little bit too much while going around a corner. It just causes the back end of the car to slide out a little bit too much. That was alright, although, again, still not brilliant. So I need to be doing a bit of a better time than this. If I want to qualify a little bit further up the field. That was good through there, though, so that's going to give me a bit of time. So now the tyres have warmed up, look, so, I got on the sand a little bit there, so that's, unfortunately, maybe ruined this lap a little bit. But I think the tyres have now properly warmed up. So if we was to do a third lap, I think it would be a properly good lap, but you know, we don't get a third, sadly. Right, this lap is slightly better than the first one.
That's a new fastest lap for Novak, 121.20.
Only a little bit better, though.
Just done it, 122.09. 6th place.
Only P6. I mean, P6 is good. It's still up the front of the pack. Anything in the top 10, anything in the top 8 is a very good lap time, I think. But not quite where I want to be that. You can see not many people have set times yet either. Really, I want to be up there in the 1 minute 21.8, 1:22.0s. So I'm a little bit off where I need to be. Look at that. Oh my word. Between P6 and P7, look at that. 1,000th of a second, right. Oh, okay. Car 5, they've got a very bad quality connection, so that's going to be interesting. They're starting ahead of me as well. If that quality, the quality is like how good the connection is. So if it's anything really lower than about 95, it's not good. The ping is awesome, and my ping isn't great. Although compared to someone else in the UK, it's actually alright. So that's always a good sign. But now that low quality connection, it does mean they could actually just get kicked out the server at any moment as well. But P6, but only 14 people have actually qualified. So I'll go through the list now. You can go through and see if anyone's actually set laps. And they'll show up there, and they'll be dashed lines. You can see this person here. It means that if they have set a lap, it was just invalidated. See that person. So we've got 2 people that have tried to qualify, and it's been invalidated. Yeah, my pace as well. I mean, my pace was really strong at the start of the week with the 1 minute 21s, and then as the week continues on, then people's times go up as they practice, and there's some crazy people getting into 1 minute 20s. No way could I ever do that. My best round here, I think, personal best is a 1:21.7 in this car. And that was with draft, I think. So without draft, it's like a 1:21.9. And you can see there that number 5 car that I thought might get disconnected has just been disconnected. 2 people haven't actually shown up for this race. So there's 3 people missing now. So I think I'll resume this on the grid. Right, here we are on the grid with about a minute to go until we get going. P4 did reconnect, and they had a better quality of connection when I checked, so where the problem with their internet might have solved. 2 people have not shown up for this race though, so it's a little bit of a bonus. It means there's 2 people whose iRating I will be taking from, even if I finished absolutely last, although plan is not on the plan. Starting P6, it's on the outside. I'd much rather start on the inside in P7 really. Or P5, but whatever.
Is 32.
Let's get going.
P6.
2 people are missing, of course, so there's only 18 cars. There's meant to be 20, but we will be scored out of 20 versus everyone else.
Car number 5 in the right column.
Which means, yeah, we are taking iRating from those who are not here anyway. And yeah, let's get on with this race. Top 8 is probably what we need to get iRating. That's what I'm going to be aiming for. Should be doable looking at qualifying times. Just got to really get a good start. It's the start that's important in these. Get a good start, and then generally only 15-minute race, you can hold on. Have a bad start, you have all the work to do. So that's what I'll be trying to do, get a good start. And then just maintain it for the rest of the race. That's what's happened in most of these fixed Ferraris. Hopefully we'll avoid most of the carnage, because there will be some chaos, I'd imagine, but usually it's around P11, P12 in the pack, rather than P6, so hopefully that's the case this time. Either way, also I've turned down the desktop audio on the OBS slightly, so the game should be slightly quieter than it was in qualifying for you people watching, so hopefully, you know, let me know in the comments, what is better, volume earlier in the video or volume now? Because sometimes I find my voice can be, you know, the game is too loud and you can't hear my voice, other times the game might be too quiet, so just depends. Warm the tyres here a little bit. I don't think it really does an awful lot. If you look at the tyre temperatures, they started on 44, 45 and now they're on 48, 49, so not an awful lot of change. But even a couple of degrees will help. Because this thing, you know, this car is very easy to drive usually, but on cold tyres, drive wrong, this thing will spin easily. So that's usually what causes a lot of the incidents in these races, is people spinning at the beginning. Right, I'm not going to go too quickly, because I've had lots of incidents with people hitting the back of my car when people go early and then don't go. You can see there, the car tried to kick out a little bit, leaving that hairpin, but we've remained P6, and that's where I want to stay. Oh, someone span, look! That's P2 there, that's P2 that span. So they are, and they're going to be all the way at the back now, so we might not see them again. Although they are very quick. Car number 1 they were, so... See, cold tyres through there, not good. Lost a lot of time. That car's going to try and go for it. They're being really aggressive. So I have a feeling I should just let them go. I'm still P6, remember, because I gained that time from that car that span. Gained the place, I mean. Because they were being, you know, they're car 3, so they might have had a poor qualifying. Because that is, they were being really aggressive there. Anyone that's aggressive, looking to make dive bombs in these races, just let them go. Like, you know, even if it doesn't impact on your race, 4 incident points is enough to basically instantly cancel out any safety rating gain you may get from this race. They're so short, such short races. I think the limit for incidents in terms of gaining / losing safety rating is 5. So, and remember that counts qualifying and practice as well, but they count for a 50% multiplier, roughly. So it is a good idea to try and keep the race without any contact. So I blinked out there, not brilliant. That will happen. Oh, I thought something was going to go wrong there. That looked dodgy. Okay, we're up into P5 again then, because someone else has been taken out. This car may have damage, although if it's the sort of you know, I didn't really see who was at fault there. So, but obviously, if someone has just been involved in a collision, trying to race them may not be the best idea. Sometimes they might be in a bit of a bad mood or whatever. There's a little bit of a gap forming behind now, so if I can try and stay here, P5 is a very good result. Would be nice to get on the podium though. Although I'm not convinced I'm quicker than these people.
The leader is just done 121.29.
Yeah, up to P5 now, so that's good.
P5.
I mean, in terms of on track, we've lost a position this race, but we've gained 2 from people spinning out. Oh, that looked close. That 6 car looked really close to just spinning. Okay, they're struggling with their car. That's established. Now, maybe I shouldn't go for this, because that's how someone got spam a short bit ago. Now, sadly, the car behind has caught up now. The 6 car definitely seems to be struggling. Oh, someone else has spun up here. That's the leader. The leaders span. Again, you know, these cars, if you get on the sand, they will spin in an instant. So, although the leader's only just behind me now, they're 2 places behind me, so that's not very far for them to recover. They're obviously very quick. They set a 1 minute 20.9 in qualifying. Oh, that was almost a bit too close for me there, clipping that curb. If I can pick up pace, try and catch and pass this 6 car. Could be in for a podium. Oh dear, that was close. Ran a bit wide there. Alright, okay, so the guy that was leading is now back behind me. Now, what I'll probably do is let this guy by. If he fights with the 6 car, slows them down, maybe causes a crash, then that's a podium. Because it's looking like this 6 car is quicker than me. Now everyone's got into a bit of a groove of the race. Start to find out where my pace is. Pretty good lap though, according to the car. That's a 22.1. It's usually pretty accurate. Yeah, 22.15. So not bad. You can see where the predicted lap time is on the dashboards of the car. One of my favourite features of it, actually, in iRacing. I think some of the other GT3 cars do display that now. Well, this is looking like a good lap if we can keep this up at the moment. Anyway, obviously it's right at the start. There you go, see, I messed that up. I know that. Oh, the six car was almost gone then. Oh, that was so close. They were close to binning that into the wall. That was unbelievably close. Car behind me has closed up about half a second in a lap, so they're definitely quicker than me.
Gomez is leading the race.
I'm not going to fight the 2 car because I know they're quicker than me. A lot quicker than me.
That lap time was 122.15.
Okay, the 2 car is now...
Okay, Morgan, you're halfway home. Your fuel is fine.
Right behind me. They will be looking for a way past quickly, I'd imagine. Oh, someone else is gone! Wow, someone else is gone. So this position is actually now for a podium. But I'm going to have to give it up. They're clearly quicker than me. In fact, you know, anyone that goes for moving the corkscrew, if you don't back out, it usually goes badly, so it's a good idea to back out. Yeah, a lot of people have been spinning in this race. It might actually have been the leader as well, that. I think it was actually the leader that span there, it was. So that's twice now the leader has span and lost the lead. That 3 car that started behind me, or maybe it was just ahead of me. But anyway, they are now they're in the lead now, so... This race has been pretty crazy. And if something can happen between the 2 and the 6 car, we could be looking at 3rd or 2nd place. You never know. That 6 car has looked pretty on edge quite a few times. Behind now the gap is 3 seconds, so that's a good gap. A comfortable gap. Try and stay within the draft of this car if I can. Oh, 6 cars off, and they're around. Alright, P3. Right, now all we do is don't bin it. That's instruction number 1. Do not bin it. What did I say about the 6 car? I said they'd been on edge, and there we go. Obviously the 2 car has already spanned once this race as well, so, you know, I'm not going to rule out a 2nd. Not long left now, there are only 5 minutes left. Hope everyone's enjoying the video.
Keep nailing those exits. B3. 5 minutes to go. This is good. We'll be on the podium if we can keep it together.
I think the 2 car is catching the 3 car. You know, if these 2 have a crash, that's P1.
The gap to park ahead is increasing. It's now 1.6 seconds.
Because that 2 car is quick. Because I'm going quite quickly. I mean, the gap behind has gone from 3 seconds up to 4 seconds. So I'm not slowing down myself.
Last lap time was 1:22.52.
Now, towards the end of the 15 minutes, tyres will begin to go off, so that's partially why I had the spin at the end of the race I did earlier today. So I've got to watch out for it. It's only a 15-minute race, but the tyres, I think this setup is probably made to be kind of aggressive on tyres, I'd imagine. This is a fixed setup that is made specifically by iRacing for these 15-minute sprints. I think that might have been very close to spinning there. That was... I felt like the car got a little bit too close to the sand on the outside. Right, gap behind is now up to 6 seconds almost, so I think our P3 is mostly secure on that front. It's more about what happens with 1st and 2nd now.
Just done at 1:22.58. Sector 2 is 0.47 off the pace.
I would have wanted to stay with the battle for 1st, really, just so if something did happen, I could capitalise on it very quickly, but it seems as if that's not going to happen. They're definitely quicker than me 1st and 2nd. Now, obviously, that 2 car, considering it span out from the lead earlier, I think he'll definitely be in the mood to try and go for a win after losing it, so... Alright, last lap of the race, okay. Last lap. Oh my word, I think the 3 car made a mistake there, coming out the hairpin, because they're very close to me all of a sudden. They're very close together, so that could be...
Keep it together, we'll be on the podium.
Okay, something's happened behind, but ahead, they're battling for the lead. Right, this is interesting. This is where I could pick up a very lucky win. If something was to go wrong here... Oh, never mind. The 2 car has got it. I think that'll be it now. The 2 car has got the lead, and that is that. So the 2 car did get their lead back then after qualifying on pole, spinning. They've made it back. And that is it now. That's the end of that, I think. So, it doesn't look like we'll be getting a free first or second. But I will be very happy with 3rd place.
P3.
A lucky 3rd place. Oh, that was close. If I had a span then, it would have looked ridiculous. And then we go around the final turn for a podium position. I'm flashing my lights right now.
2 minutes to go.
Can't see it from the inside.
Well done, Morgan. Great drive. That's a podium.
There we go. Good race. I mean, that, honestly, I'm only here because I didn't spin. I'm not there on pace. All the other cars just span. Now, also, I would like to look at the incidents at the end of these races. So if anyone could show me how to do that in iRacing, just put it in the comments. Then it would be appreciated. Because I know the keys skip between incidents. However, whenever I try them, it doesn't usually skip time. It just skips between the incidents as they happen. But I can't skip big chunks of time, as I've seen in other YouTubers' videos. So I do need to do a bit more research into it, but to make a bit of a crash highlight at the end of the video. Because I think that would add something. And you can see there, the 2 people that never started, the 5 car ended up 5 laps down, and 13 car. The 1 car, they ended up losing a lap as well. They were the one that span, but I'm guessing they span at turn 1. We will take a look at this because, you know, I want to see if they were crashed into or whether they did just lose it. You can see they're going to turn 1 a little bit too quickly. That's all it took. And you can see my Ferrari goes by the number 4 car. And then let's have a look at what happens with the number 2 car here. So you can see they're in P1, look. Do they just lose it? Yep, they just get on the... Look at that, they're leading. And then they just get on the sand. Awful. It's such a shame that when that happens. Amazing they managed to avoid... If that green car had been any closer, they would have been probably hit. So... yeah, that's kind of how this race went. Just don't spin, and you'll do well. That was kind of the that was kind of how that worked out. Right, there we go then. That was a pretty incredible race right there. My first 0 incident point fixed Ferrari race, certainly in the 6 or so I've done in the last 2 weeks. Very good, gained some nice safety rating, much needed, and pushed me over 3k. So that is cool. That's cool. Above 3k for... Might even be the first time. I don't think it's the first time ever, but it's certainly the first time in a long time. I've got a bit better, I think, at iRacing. This Ferrari 488 GT3 Evo was really clicked with me. Yeah, you can see there, back when I started iRacing, I was racing in the Pontiac Solstice in the SLPCC. That got me above 3k, but that was mainly because my opposition was, like, 3 cars. And if I beat those 3 cars, I went above 3k, like, simple. But in this case, I am actually beating cars genuinely. You can see that strength of field was only 2,160. I've been in some better strengths of field this week. You can see the race I did. Oh my word, I'm nuts. I thought I did all the races this morning. No, they were actually yesterday. That one was 2.3k. Yeah, there you go. That one was almost 2.7k, so a pretty high strength of field. Even if that was a VRS race. There you go, 2.7k again. Pretty good strength of field. And then there's the ones at Snetterton. The ones at Snetterton were not very popular, so the strength of field was generally quite low. But yeah, some of these races you can hardly, sometimes with fixed Ferrari, like, you could definitely say, oh, it wasn't a very difficult race, you did easy because of the low strength of field. But if the strength of field is above 2.5k, it's a pretty decent race. I mean, 2.7k, getting up there. In VRS, split 2 is usually around that mark, even like at its most popular, which is generally where I am. Let's have a look. You can see, yeah, some of these do hit 3k, but yeah, 2.5k look. But I would be in top split, I think, for VRS. So that's why. Actually, I wouldn't be in top split. I would be in second split in this particular VRS instance. So who knows? But yeah, I've really been enjoying iRacing this week. Got a podium as well. That's actually the most points. Actually, no, it's not the most points I've had at Laguna Seca all week, because I got a podium earlier on in the week. So that was the most points I've received all week. How many races? I think I've done 4 races. 1, 2, 3. I've done 5 races actually now at Laguna Seca. So 2 podiums out of that as well. So not bad at all. If you filter it by races, you can see there in the last kind of week. I think I did some more Snetterton races than that, but they were more than a week ago, so they've been cut off. But you can see pretty good, really, for the last couple of fixed Ferraris. I've got win, 3rd, 6th, 7th, 8th, and 3rd, so pretty decent. Anyway, that's about it. Hope everyone enjoyed this video. Hope to see you in the next one, and bye-bye!